Ninar Keiruz is Director of Communications and Outreach in the Defense of Christians. Is Christianity threatened in the Middle East, or can it survive this onslaught?
Well, Brian, we've seen Christians driven out of the Nineveh plains and out of Syria, and they have been somehow extinguished from ISIS areas, but there are millions of Christians still in Egypt, Lebanon, and Syria as well. But I would say that over there, they're mostly under immediate danger currently.
These are the Christians that have been around the longest, aren't they?
Yes, of course. It's their ancestral homeland.
Indeed. So a small number of Christian refugees have been given visas to come to the United States, but small compared to the number of Muslim refugees. Is there discrimination here?
I wouldn't know if it's discrimination, but I can tell you that, on the other hand, I don't know if they're being treated equally either. I don't know if their concerns are of equal importance, and this is due to the many different responses we've seen by the current administration or the State Department. But we at IDC, Brian, we believe that any people, if they're under life-threatening danger, they should be allowed a visa to go live somewhere in any country safely. And we also believe that and support those other millions of Christians in the Middle East who still want to stay in their ancestral homeland, and we work towards achieving that.
What can or should the U.S. be doing? What more?
Well, both the U.S. and the international community should act more aggressively, politically and militarily speaking. I mean, even the Pope said, you know, if force needs to be used, something along those lines, of course, I'm not quoting the Pope, to protect innocent lives, then force is needed to be used. But also I want to highlight that on the level of people, and not just governments and international organizations, the people can do a lot, Brian. And as you know, that we work at IDC on unity, awareness, advocacy, and aid. And this is something that we're actually working on for our next convention, September 9th through the 11th. It's mobilizing America for Christians in the Middle East. I think that we believe that the people over there need the support of their fellow Christian Americans and all people of goodwill. So we're uniting the Christian diaspora, the people we are trying to voice and represent, that is the Assyrians, Chaldeans, Syriacs, Armenians, Copts, Lebanese Maronites, or other Lebanese Christians. We're unifying them, and we're also building a bridge for them to be united with the Christian American community and with all people interested helping. Because along that, when we work on awareness and help, you know, educating the policymakers, when we have one strong voice, then we can influence good policy making.
It can begin with us. In Defense of Christians,
Yes.
Ninar Keiruz, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Brian.